What up, ladies and gentlemen? It's your boy, That's So Greg, back at it with another one. And today I got an upset alert for you. So, you know how everybody talks about spending threes and fours and sometimes even fives for fragrance? Well, today I have a fragrance that I purchased, not for $300, but it goes in the $300 price range. And it is trash. That fragrance, without further ado, is going to be Parfums de Marley Layton. Trash. Stay away from it at all costs. Don't do it. So I'm going to give you a note breakdown. I'm going to give you performance, longevity, the sillage, and we're going to break it down like we always do. And I'm going to let you know why I think buying and purchasing this fragrance in 2026 is a big mistake and a no-no. And I'm going to put links in the description so that you could try it out if you don't want to take my advice for it and you want to try it out anyway. Now, without further ado, let's get into the note breakdown of this fragrance. So, for the top notes, it has apple, lavender, bergamot. For the middle notes, it has geranium, violet, jasmine. Now, here's where it gets interesting. For the base note, it has vanilla, cardamom, sandalwood, pepper, guaiac wood, patchouli. But forget all of that. I'm going to do how we always do, and I'm going to kick it to you how I always kick it to you, and I'm going to tell you what I get. So when you first spray this fragrance on, to me, I'm getting apple and a lot of the lavender, more so the lavender than the apple. And I don't know what I think about it. Lavender is cool, but this lavender, in my opinion, is a dry lavender. It's not like a refreshing aromatic lavender. It's more of a dry lavender, and that's just something that I'm not preferable to, but you guys might. So overall, for this fragrance, I get lavender, little bit of apple, but they didn't really put like enough apple in this to really leave an impression on me. Apple, and then I get kind of like a leathery note for the base note. So for the base note, I'm getting the cardamom a little bit, but I'm also getting like a very dry patchouli, on the base notes. And I don't know what I think about it, guys. So let me show you guys what I purchased. Though if you purchase it, you won't have to make the mistake of spending hundreds of dollars on something that you might not like. So this is what I did. I went and I bought a tester from Fragrance Net. If you are here in the United States, you can go on Fragrance Net and get a tester for about $7 and test this out. And, before I do this video and finish it, I really wanted to take time to use this so that I could give you guys an informed opinion on this, because I didn't want to just put the video out and then you see the video and say, he didn't really go in. But no, I'm going to go in on this because it's not that good. And you guys need to know before you spend your hard-earned money. Now, with that being said, we are going to go over the performance of this fragrance. Performance, very lackluster. I did the moisturizing and everything like we always talk about in the video. And even with that, I only got 3 hours of performance. 3 hours. No longevity, nothing more, nothing less. 3 hours, and it was less than a skin scent. As a matter of fact, I smelled the moisturizer more than I actually smelled this, guys. Terrible. So, performance, 3 hours. Sillage, non-existent, guys. The sillage on Parfums de Marley, to me, is more like a skin scent. Like, you really have to be up close to really smell like the scent. Is not very good, like as far as like projection or anything like that. So if you do get it, don't expect people to smell you unless, you're in a setting where, you might be on a date night or something like that. I guess, if you're close enough, your partner might be able to smell it. But other than that, nothing special at all. Yeah, so as far as like the sillage, don't expect it. Performance, very lackluster, 3 hours. Now just imagine you go out and you spend $300 on something like this, a very lackluster fragrance, only to find out that it's underperforming. You go out and you try to impress your girlfriend and you find out this isn't that good at all. I just spent $300 for some crap. Yeah. Well, that's what you get when you get this. So we went over performance. We went over sillage. If you were to get this, we are going to go over the seasons that I would wear this. If you were going to wear it, truth is, it wouldn't matter what seasons you wore it in because it's not that strong and powerful as is. But I guess this would be more suited to the summertime use just because it's very dry. It doesn't project. It's more of a skin scent, if you could call it that. So I would definitely leave this to the summertime, and it would have to be date night. Or if you are a fan of this scent, what you can do is if you're not using it for date night, you could use this sort of like, I don't know, maybe like if you're just at the house and you want to wear something for you that smells good, then you could wear this, and that would be kind of like the perfect scenario for something like this. You're wearing something, you're around the house, maybe you could use it for aftershave, something like that. Like if you just got done shaving, you might wear something like this. Or maybe you could put it in your gym bag. But I'm telling you guys, if you buy this, you are definitely going to want to get your money back because this is just, it's not it. Now, I'm going to go over things that I think that they could have did better with this fragrance. One of the things that they could have did better, is if they made the lavender more fruitful and made it a prominent note, not in the top note, but in the base note. Apple is good if it's blended right, especially with vanilla. So they definitely could have took the apple, blended it with the vanilla, put it in the base note with a little guaiac wood, put a spin on it, and then this would have been a very, very masterful performance. But that lavender just really kills it, especially, the fact that they didn't get the lavender right, in my opinion. Just the whole dry lavender or whatever. This reminds me of something that your Uncle Kenneth would wear, like something that, you at the party and, your Uncle Kenneth is trying to be cool and, he's cracking jokes and something like that. That's what this is. Your Uncle Kenneth is going to wear this at the party. He thinks he's cool. He's cracking on everybody and you smell him and you're like, what? This definitely smells old manish. This is just, it's not it. But I think that if they had put the apple, mixed it with the vanilla, at least we would have had something to go off of this band, like more fruitful, as opposed to it just being like a dry fragrance. And then like the cardamom, you could smell the cardamom, but their base notes are just blended. Like you could smell a bit of the cardamom, but the black pepper kind of overpowers the cardamom. So it defeats the purpose. Like you got two spices that are fighting for one another and it just doesn't make sense. It's just a muddle clusterfuck of a little bit of this, a little bit of that. Dr. Frankenstein. But yeah, either way, a lot of things they could have did better. But guys, with all that being said, I'm not going to leave you guys dry. I definitely have a fragrance that is a good substitute for this, and we are going to talk about it. So stay tuned for the next video. You guys are going to like it because it's cheap. It definitely has that apple note in it that I'm talking about with a hint of vanilla. and we're going to talk about it, discuss it, and I know you guys are going to like it. It's going to save you guys some money and avoid you from buying pit traps like this in the times that we live in that aren't really worth it. So with that being said, I want to do the housekeeping. If you like the content, hit that like button, hit that subscribe button. Let's go to the top together so I can help you guys smell the best for less. I appreciate all my followers, all my fans, everybody that hits that like button. It really helps build the momentum of the channel so that we could take it to the top, and then I can do consistent videos for you guys. So if you like the content, show me that you're rocking with me. Hit that like button, but more importantly, hit that subscribe button so I can get the momentum to do more videos like this for you all to save you guys money. So anyways, that was a mouthful there. But as always, it's your boy, That's So Greg, signing off. Peace.